So this video is going to be in 5 parts. I'm going to be talking flights, accommodation, travel requirements in terms of documents, COVID requirements, and other miscellaneous things. Right, so the first thing is flights. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Alma. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. So today I have I have this glow on my face, right? Because I'm so excited. I'm not in Nigeria at the moment. It's been 5 hours since I landed in Mauritius, right? I'm in my hotel room, and I'm making this video particularly because when I wanted to take this trip, it was very last minute. I wanted to take this trip, but I didn't have answers to a lot of questions that I needed in the context of Nigerians traveling from Nigeria to Mauritius. I had a friend who had visited Mauritius very recently, but she came in from Canada, even though she's Nigerian, so the rules were different. And so I just wanted to document this process in case you want to take a trip from Nigeria to Mauritius and you are wondering what you need, COVID, blah blah blah, all those things. So that's what I'm going to be covering in this video. It's a pre-travel diaries thing of the sort. I figured it's more useful than making like a vlog, a travel with me to this place vlog. Yeah, so it's just going to be very straight to the point. I'll tell you guys all the things that you need, and then we'll be out of here. So this video is going to be in 5 parts. I'm going to be talking flights, accommodation, travel requirements in terms of documents, COVID requirements, and other miscellaneous things. Right, so the first thing is flights. So this trip, for context, this is a trip for 2. One of us is vaccinated and the other is not. So yeah, just have that at the back of your mind. So the first thing is flights. So for flights, I used Kenya Airways. I booked, funny enough, I booked this flight 2 days ago. I booked this flight on Saturday. Saturday morning when I woke up, I did not know I was going to be in Mauritius today. But yeah, today is Monday and I'm here. Mauritius is 3 hours ahead of Nigeria. This is 5 p.m. 5:55 p.m. to be precise, and that's basically 6 p.m. so 3 p.m. in Nigeria. My flight on Kenya Airways cost 860 something K for 2 people, return ticket. So this flight, in total, this was 5 hours from Lagos to Nairobi, 2 hours layover connecting flights basically, and 4 hours from Nairobi to Mauritius. Yeah, so that's for flights. It cost 841,000 naira. I paid in naira. The ones I paid for in dollars, I'm going to tell you the price in dollars, and wherever it is like that you are watching this video from, you do the conversion, and at whatever time that you're watching this video, you can do the conversion based on the prevalent exchange rate. Correct. Right, so that's for flights. Also, the flight gave me the option to book my tickets for not a ticket, to book my transfers, and in terms of my, what do you call it, my driver from the airport to my accommodation. Right, so I booked that with Kenya Airways, even though I had a little bit of a hiccup, and I actually wish I didn't. I preferred, I didn't know how easy it was going to be to get to the airport and find like actual rental services here that I could book from. So but that cost about 14,000 naira. I booked on Kenya Airways. Now the next thing is accommodation. In total, all of my accommodation costs $8,500. I booked 2 resorts and 1 Airbnb. So I'm going to be here for 10 nights and it costs $8,500. Yeah. Some of them I booked in naira, some I booked in dollars, but altogether it just cost 8,500. Basically, more details where I am and where I'm staying and all of that I'll share much later. So yes, I booked all of this accommodation on booking.com. Actually, the 2 resorts I booked them on booking.com, and then I booked the Airbnb on Airbnb. So the next thing is the travel documents required, but before that I'll talk about the COVID regulation that is existing right now. So if you want to have more detailed information, you visit mauritiusnow.com and then you have all those detailed information. But the summary of all of that is that for vaccinated people, you can visit Mauritius when you get to the country, you land, you go to immigration. This was like the smoothest immigration. I've never been to any place where I didn't have to the airport was not even so full. Everyone was just chill. All the immigration officers, nobody's asking you for money. Oh gosh. Anyway, so I think I'm traumatized. I think I'm mostly traumatized from like all this that I've been to. But then this is Africa, and I'm excited because like there is hope, right? I mean, Mauritius is an Indian Ocean island nation, right? But it's in Africa, so I'm actually really excited about that. But that's by the way. So immigration, and all those things. For if you're fully vaccinated, once you land, you get down, go through immigration, and then you fill a health declaration form. I'll talk about that in the documents bit of this video. So yeah, you fill that form, you have your tickets, and you have your that's your return ticket, you've booked your accommodation and all of that. They just ask you all those basic immigration questions, and then if you're fully vaccinated, you take a test at the hotel that you're going to, and then you can just roam the island as freely as you wish. If you're not going to a registered hotel, maybe you're going to an Airbnb or a random place, then that's not on the list when you try to fill the form. If it's the hotel is not on that list, you have to do the COVID test at the airport. It's a rapid test. It's not like one of those really but it's a rapid test, and then you get the results immediately. So yes, that's the only thing, and then you can go around the island, and that's that. So the next thing is for unvaccinated travelers. So if you're not fully vaccinated, you can come to Mauritius, but you have to self-isolate for 7 days. That means that they need to see proof that you've booked a hotel or you're staying in Mauritius for more than 7 days, right? Since you have to self-isolate for those 7 days. So I booked 10 days, and so although my question initially was, do I have to book one hotel for 7 days straight if the person I'm traveling with is having to self-isolate, right? But no, I booked 2 hotels, one for the next 3 nights and the second one for the next 4 nights, yes. It's split, and they didn't mind, so okay. But I had a hard time actually boarding. I forgot to mention this. I had a hard time boarding the flight from Lagos, like on Kenya Airways. It was a very slow manual process. They would look at your documents and all of that, then they would send it to Mauritius, and then the people at Mauritius have to now reply and say, okay, that you're cleared to board, I stood for almost an hour. But that's by the way anyway. The beauty of the island makes up for it. So yes, if you're not fully vaccinated, there's all those details on mauritiusnow.com, but those 2 things, one about the self-isolation and how strict it is, and 2, if you have to stay in one hotel for the whole stretch of time. Those 2 things I needed answers to, but I did not get. But hopefully you get them now because you're watching this video. So next is travel documents. So for travel documents, the things that I printed out were, 1, my flight ticket. I printed that out. Secondly, the form that you're supposed to fill on mauritiusnow.com, the link is there. Fill the form, just download it. It has a QR code attached to it. 3, your COVID test. If you are fully vaccinated, you don't need to do a COVID test. Just bring your vaccination card. But if you're not, you have to do a COVID test. I did a COVID test because I wanted to be safe, but then I ended up wasting money. So don't do that. It's a lot of money. We interrupt this video to bring you So actually, the reason I'm in Mauritius is because it's my birthday very soon, and so the last time I made this video about investing in yourself and getting myself a new laptop, well, this is part 2 of that, as I would like to put it, and I got myself a drone, yay! And this is one thing that I'm super excited to do or to try while I'm here, because this place is so beautiful, and I really, really wanted to get it before I came here so that I could try it out and practice and do all those things I wanted to do. With the drone, I'm out of breath. But yes, yay! Continue the video. So your COVID test, then you need travel insurance. I mean, it's not a need, but they just advise that you have travel insurance. I first wanted to get travel insurance from worldnomads.com, but I mean, for a brand whose name has world in it, it was just strange when I discovered that they didn't have insurance for people living in Nigeria, which is very weird because like your name says world. But anyway, that's by the way. So I ended up going to Alliance. I'll leave the link in the description as well. That costs about 4,000 naira for the highest plan that he had. It was I just got that one. So yeah, I got the travel insurance and I printed it out. So those were the major documents that I had to print out. On the plane from Nairobi to Mauritius, I was given a form, and I filled that form. Was a declaration form, locator, something like that. But you just fill it manually, and then you take it with you to immigration. Once you get to the airport, there are only literally like 2 stops, like 1, 2, and you're cleared to go pick up your luggage and then you can head out. So yes, this video is just basically to cover these points. It's not about like what I'm getting up to while I'm in Mauritius and all of those things. I would give you a more detailed tour of my rooms but at the resort, or like what I'm doing, or vlog or something, but I just wanted to get these important information out to you and out of the way so that I can focus on filming other things. In case you want to take a trip to Mauritius from Nigeria, these are the things that you're going to need. Altogether, the cost would be the cost that I've mentioned, right? Where flights cost 841,000 naira. I could have booked it earlier, and I could have gotten a cheaper deal. My accommodation was $1,500. Airport transfer was about 15K on the average. And then the next thing was travel insurance. Travel insurance for 2 was 8,000 naira. So these 2 COVID tests for 2 cost 90,000, which I shouldn't have done. It should have been 45 for one person. But yeah, so these are the costs. When you put it together, you know what that sums up for you. This is not including activities and stuff that I'll get up to. But the incredible thing about the resorts in Mauritius is that most of them are all inclusive. Not most of them actually, they have the all inclusive options. And most of these hotels that are just lying by the beach, they have a lot of water activities, jet skiing, and all of those things. And you can do them for free if you're staying at the resort. So I booked half board for the first one, and then yeah, so let's just see how it goes, which is where I currently am right now. It's called Presqu'île. And yeah, so I'm excited for like my trip and what I'm going to be getting around to doing while I'm here. But I'm more excited for you watching this video, because you don't need to go through the stress that I went through when I was planning this trip. Like I said, I booked my flight on Saturday, and I'm here Monday evening. I landed here Monday afternoon. So yeah, don't be like me, plan ahead. But with this video, you don't have to stress too much, and you have all the answers that you need. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, Twitter, wherever, or leave a comment on this video, and I would reply you to, as best as I can, right? So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and stick around, subscribe to this channel, like this video if you liked it and you found it helpful, share it with someone. Plan a trip to Mauritius. It's beautiful here. I mean, just look at this.